Hey yo people, welcome to your favorite show, A Walk with Mel, on your favorite channel. And today we're chilling with the coolest individuals here in Cape Town, South Africa. I'm so excited to be chatting to you guys about an event that's happening. But before we jump into that, I would love for you guys to just introduce yourself and tell the viewers who you are and where you're from.
Hi, I'm Leila Meyer from Cape Town, dancer, and I'm a dance teacher.
Awesome.
Hi, I'm Sasha Benjamin. I'm a dance school and events company owner, studying part-time, and I'm in the freight industry.
Sure, Spire.
I am Nash, also known as Wolf. A kramper, businessman, coffee specialist, bit of this, bit of that.
I love it. And then obviously you guys are all individuals in the dance industry, started on different journeys. Please just give us a bit of a background of how things started for you guys as dancers. How did you get into the dance industry?
Well, I started with modern dance about 13 or 14 years ago, and then after a while I just started doing hip-hop, and then I joined a team called Primitive, and we went to the World Championships. I went overseas a few times, and since then I've just been trying to teach dance now, pass on the knowledge to the next generation, and
Awesome. Love it.
Okay, so I started dancing. My sisters actually started dancing first. I used to go watch them. Eventually my mom forced them to take me. She can only dance at a certain age.
Exactly.
So she forced, I danced, we became seniors, started teaching when the teachers didn't show up. So that's how I got into teaching. And I eventually danced as a subject at school. Started doing Latin. Then I decided to study dance teaching. Went into the schools. So can teach about from grade 10 to 12. Then I decided to open a dance events company that eventually developed into a dance school at the moment.
Wow, that's so cool. Nashville,
I started in my mom's game shop.
Baie real.
So in the Nova Park, she had a game shop. And people just used to battle, especially when You Got Served came out.
Baie belangrik.
Everybody wanted a crew.
Batman's school.
Everybody wanted to be David and Elgin,
Yes.
you know.
Who are you?
I was the guy in the back, eh? I was the biter. I used to just bite everybody's moves and try it.
Yeah.
And then grade 10, met up with Adam,
Yeah.
Paul Williams at high school. And we started a group called Royal Fam Kings.
Wow.
Before Royal Fam Kings, it was called Urban Royalty. So we just used to bite people's moves and put it together.
Big bite.
Yeah, we used to bite, eh?
Big bite. I think everyone
And then started entering competitions that Hilderwood hosted. Shut Up Just Dance, Battle of the Year. Battle of the Year was the dream to go to.
Wow.
We entered. We went out first round, but
So
then
that
it grew.
counts.
It grew.
Yeah.
Then we started just focusing on Kramp.
Wow.
Started the Royal Fam Kings. Highlights was being endorsed by Converse.
Sure. That's amazing.
Yeah. From where you started, the
Yo,
game shop,
nah.
you know.
Yeah, the game shop to Converse has levels. Nah?
Yeah. And then from there, going to Germany to
Wow.
represent South Africa or Africa.
Yeah.
You know, first. It was good.
And you placed very well as well. Volgens
Dit
fourth place.
gehoor.
Nee, ek was amper daar.
Yeah, but that's my dance career. Now I do a bit of everything. I trained with Urban Degree in house, locking.
Sure.
Did walking in the footsteps of legend, little productions, this and that. But mainly Kramp.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. And then also highlights. You just touched on it. Can you just share some highlights in your career for yourself?
Woo, highlights. So, you know, every dancer gets taken overseas,
Yeah.
paid for.
Yes.
Eventually I was like, it's not happening. So I took myself.
Thank you. You don't need people.
That was a highlight.
That's amazing.
No, it really was a highlight.
Wow.
And I danced at the school. Can't remember the name. In Denmark. They have the school where, so say for instance, she teaches Kramp, I teach contemporary, she teaches hip hop or African. There's like at least 5 teachers teaching Kramp, 5 teachers teaching contemporary. So I got to learn everyone's style. That was amazing, tiring, but it opens your mind to a lot of flavors of one style. So that grew my mindset, and that's when I came back here, decided to open the school. Like,
it inspired you
so
almost.
it pushed me like over the edge.
Sure,
Yeah.
that's beautiful. And your side, Leila?
I guess some of my highlights are definitely representing the country in America.
Love it.
Other than that, like now recently that I've started coaching teams and training teams, like seeing them actually do well. And I recently had a team that won a section at HHI South Africa. And then also recently entering my teams into Cape Town's Most Wanted for the first time was a really
that's amazing.
great thing.
It's
for me,
amazing. Yeah, it's growth. And then obviously, while we're actually here, we're going to talk about an event that you guys are hosting soon. But before we get into that, you guys are representing Chacha and you're representing Wolf ENT. So just give us a bit of an introduction of what Wolf ENT is about. What's the vision? And why did you guys start that?
So Wolf Events is an events company,
Okay.
entertainment company, started by dancers,
Okay.
but not only for dancers.
Okay.
The vision of Wolf Events is written down is to be the number one events company for youth in South Africa.
You're welcome.
Because you find that youth events is the same thing, and it's hard to create events that are fresh
true.
all the time,
Yeah.
you know. So we're a bunch of young dancers, creatives, we have photographers, you have
Lovely.
IT specialists, business
Wow.
men, and we all came together, put our skills together as dancers,
Brilliant.
and we then just creating events, platforms for
Stunning.
creatives, for artists, not just
Lekker.
dancers,
But just
and
artists in general.
artists in general, because within South Africa the platforms created are usually small and is not supported as
That's
well.
the thing.
So there's a lot of things that as dancers and events hosts that we're missing, you
True,
know. So
true.
bringing those skills together, collaborating with other events companies,
Yes.
you create things that you won't be able to create on your own.
Exactly.
So Wolf Events has been running. It's still kicking off.
Okay.
So it's been for about a year and 8 months.
Stunning.
Successfully, we did about 3 events.
Wow. Yeah, let's open.
Yeah, hey?
Love it. Love it.
Still dancing,
Still
still
dancing,
training.
still doing everything else, and then still just doing the event side as well.
Yep.
That's amazing. And then your side, Cha-cha.
Cha-cha.
Herself.
Chacha was it was a dance events company first.
Okay.
I was a freelancer and I decided, okay, we need some events going here because
Yes.
the scene was dying out a bit. So
Yeah.
I decided to start with workshops.
Yeah, yeah.
Easiest thing to run. From
Yeah.
there, we hosted 2 international dances. Then we decided to we had more funding, so we started doing comps.
Okay.
And we play around with, how do you say, the mindset of dancers. So we did things where you had to dance with props. We had
Okay.
choreography competitions. We had dance files where we got a lot of schools to dance together, not just hip hop, so any style was welcome.
Oh, nice.
We have then changed, obviously since I got back, decided to open a dance school. We're trying to kind of become like the school I saw. I want every style under the house, under one
get it,
school.
I get it.
So each year we will be adding genre
Yes.
as the school grows. Eventually
Stunning.
you can learn any style under one roof.
That's brilliant.
Then our events, we started our events, and like you said, we also want to be the biggest event company
Yes,
in
it's
Cape
biggest
Town.
vibes. Also very biggest, also very biggest.
I guess that's why we're working
yes,
together.
That's why you're working together.
We want to broaden the mindset of dancers because we've got brilliant dancers here,
Exactly.
but we kind of stuck. We're always pushing basics, but I feel like there's more than that.
It is.
And that's how we're gonna grow. So
Stunning. And then obviously, let's talk about you guys working together. I don't know if you want to answer that. Let's talk about the event that you guys are planning. What is the idea of it, and yeah, when is it taking place?
Okay, so the 2 companies came together and decided to do this event, Freshly Squeezed. The main idea was also to, like Sasha said as well, like dancers feel like dancers are a bit stuck at the moment, and we're trying to get dancers to kind of think outside of the box now. So getting out of the space of the daily routine of we do competitions, we just train and do these usual things
Yes.
every day, and step outside of that and give them a different kind of
Also
challenge.
challenges you. Yes.
So that's what Freshly Squeezed is about. We want dancers to be challenged to produce new things that have never been seen before. We want to put something on stage that is completely fresh,
Awesome.
that no one can ever say that looks familiar.
Ah.
So yeah, that's the idea behind Freshly Squeezed.
Awesome.
And the event will be taking place the 1st and the 2nd of September.
Awesome stuff. Freshly Squeezed is about a squeeze. Say me, why that name? Like who can tell me that? Why the name Freshly Squeezed? And yeah, anyone that can answer that?
Okay. So it's very ambiguous
Uh-huh.
because freshly squeezed is firstly the way we're going to be squeezing the dancers, right? Because dancers get to a level where they're so good,
Yeah.
they enter comp and they can do the same move at every comp, but that move hasn't been beaten yet.
True.
So when you constantly having the winning formula,
Yeah.
it literally is a squeezing process to go to a level that you are unfamiliar with and the
Yes.
people who watch you are unfamiliar with.
Yes.
So the training, choreographing the pieces, that squeezing
That's gonna be
process.
stunning.
And freshly squeezed juice is always the freshest, the healthiest, you know.
Ek
So
like that. Julle bring 'n health element toe in.
you know, we want to refresh the dance scene.
Yes.
So freshly squeezed, that's what the concept is. Also, we want to add some depth and substance to every piece that's on stage.
Awesome.
Because, look, everything is just plastic.
Yeah.
You know, you do get people that apply a concept or
Yes.
something.
Yes.
But for the most part, a lot of thinking isn't happening when choreographing and when putting your art out there.
Uh-huh.
So what we're aiming to do is freshly create something
Awesome.
with depth, with substance, where you go home and you think a year back, like, you know that
Sure.
piece
Ek
that
hoor,
happened
yeah.
on that
You'll
platform.
never forget it almost.
You know?
That's amazing.
And we'll never see it again. And it hasn't been seen before.
Ah, brilliant. Then obviously the dancers. Are you guys deciding on who the dancers are? How is that going to work?
Okay, so basically what we did is it's like an audition, but no one's auditioning. We are
officially,
literally,
yeah.
we are picking dancers ourselves based on what we've seen them do. We're looking for people that don't fit into the dancing because they're so different. So, like a lot of them are putting stuff on Facebook and not getting noticed. Maybe because they're not well
they're
known
underrated,
yet.
yes, I know what you
Or
mean.
there's dancers that's well known, but they're not being used for their uniqueness.
that
They're being
gift.
used to learn other people's choreography.
Yeah.
So we want to bring that onto stage and give them a chance, you know,
yeah.
to make our thing work.
So it's like a production vibe that's going to happen.
Yes, it's a professional production.
Will there be more detail in regards to tickets? If the people want to come watch it, will there be more details? Where can they get the details? If they want to come watch the show, like price and venue, etc., where can they find those details?
Well, we've each got Facebook pages for
Okay.
VNT and Chacha.
Uh-huh.
There's going to be a Frishy Squeeze Facebook page. So everything will be on the page. You just have to follow it constantly. We'll be keeping you updated
Awesome.
behind the scenes.
Love it.
All the action.
Lovely stuff. And then obviously, do you guys have a sponsor on board yet? As artists, individually or as a company, do you guys have sponsors that assist you guys in making all these great things happen? Because I think it's good things that you guys are doing. You actually creating work for yourselves, and you're also being the change that you want to see. You see this problem, but you're also trying to fix the problem. Is there any sponsors on board? Because I think it's important that you guys should get like sponsors. You know what I mean?
Unfortunately not.
Uh-huh.
And it's been that cycle
Yeah.
with creating dance events, platforms, you know, where we involved in the lives of youth,
Yeah.
the communities the kids come from.
Yes.
And for Freshly Squeezed, we're basically taking money out of our own pockets
Wow.
to make it happen. So I'd say we don't have sponsors yet, but we are
You're getting
open.
there.
Yeah, you know.
Volgens the best event companies. Julle moet dit glo. And then obviously let's talk about the scene quickly. What challenges do you think we face here as artists in Cape Town, South Africa? You can give one of your own personal maybe that you've been through. I mean, there's a lot of things that we all face, but what can you share that you think, what challenges we face? I'll ask each of you that question.
Personally, I feel like our level of skill and ability is quite high. Like compared to the rest of the world,
Yeah.
we're not at a disadvantage in that sense. I just feel like mindset-wise, we think we are. So we have this thought that South Africa's behind in every sense, which isn't actually true. It's really not, because if you actually take our teams overseas, we don't do terribly.
you don't come last.
Exactly. So that, I think, is a major problem.
Yeah.
Like the mindset of South Africans themselves to believe in South Africa's abilities and the dances we have here.
Amazing.
I think that's quite a problem, and that leads to other problems. Like I feel like support in
Yeah.
Cape Town, South Africa as a whole
Yeah.
is not where it should be. Like
Yeah.
we should be supporting each other, hyping each other up, pushing
matter
each
who
other
you
to
are.
do better all the time,
Yeah.
because that's how I feel like we're gonna grow.
Well done.
As
This
an
is
industry,
a
yeah.
solution. I like it. So that was my next question.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, we're the solution.
We are the solution.
Well, for me in the dance scene, the problem is the dancers.
Yeah.
Like there is companies like us, we don't necessarily, not that we don't need sponsorship, but there is individuals creating platforms for us, by
Yeah.
us. So it's more of dancers opening up to that idea and actually trying to come to the events. Like you get a certain amount of people that will come to
It
the event,
always comes, yeah.
but there's that few that don't come. And the more support, if we support each other,
The
you
people's
get-
gonna see.
Yeah, people that are not dancers are going to come and watch because there's a hype about
the
it.
feel,
We have to
yeah.
create our own hype about the scene, not
Yes.
about ourselves.
Yes.
And people will stop going to the movies, watching TV. They'll come out and watch events,
Thank
shows,
you.
productions. So it's us.
Be the change you want to see. Change begins in Emil Jansen, and I thank you.
Too much politics,
Uh-huh.
too little dancing. There's always too many debates on Facebook and
True.
Twitter, and that took the fun element out of dance. The reason I started, or why all of us started, we enjoyed it, man.
This is lekker.
And it got to a point where there's too many opinions
Yeah.
about how you should enjoy the dance,
True.
you know?
True.
And that kind of sucked the life out of it
True.
at the moment. But the dance scene always goes through these cycles
Yeah.
where new information comes into the country, you get international people teaching and stuff. The people who got that information, they share it with other people. And then your dance becomes about the information you got.
Okay.
And then they go back to, but I'm actually not having fun anymore. Then they start having fun again and the scene picks
That's
up.
like to
And,
sin.
do
Yes,
you know
I
what
get
I mean?
what you're saying.
So I think both
Fluctuates almost.
is
Yeah.
necessary.
Yeah.
Because you need to push levels and
True.
you need to learn from different people.
Stunning.
But if we keep the fun element constant, then
It will definitely
You
get
know.
there. Definitely get there.
so yeah, and also we need to appreciate each other
Yeah.
as
well said.
dancers, what people are doing, you know, because when I traveled, I felt I got more love over there than
Same.
than
I'm
being
okay
in my
today.
home,
And it's
you know.
weird. I don't understand it.
So look, there's people doing great things, Terry.
Yeah.
These people are traveling, making a living of dancing,
Yes.
and if international people can come here and see our value, why can't we look
Thank
next
you.
door and see like, yo,
Thank
you
you.
know?
Thank you.
So yeah, there's a lot of ups though, a lot
Yeah.
of potential. There's, you know, we have hip hop heads, the pioneers
Yes.
of African hip hop. They still involved.
And they're still doing their thing.
Do you get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we do have that support. So yeah.
Lekker man, ek like die advice. Ek voel dis 'n lekker debatesaak. Because I'm learning a lot as you guys are speaking as well. Then just the last few questions. Just quickly just tell us, do you guys teach? If people want to obviously hook up with you guys to learn. I know that you also teach as well at a dance school. Just share that information and how they can get into contact with you.
Well, I teach at a studio called Limerick Academy of Dance. It's northern suburb situated.
Stunning.
I teach hip hop classes there and some modern classes as well. And yeah, we have a Facebook page and a Instagram page. It's Limerick Academy of Dance.
Lekker. En dan Chacha, ons weet van jou.
Ja.
Gesels?
Ja.
Sê gou vir ons
Okay.
daarso.
So it's Cha-Cha Dance Company. We've got our youngest one is 4 years old to about 30. So we got contemporary hip hop. Next year we're adding hopefully b-boy and ballet. So every year we'll be adding something. We also do events, so all you have to do is go to our page.
Awesome.
Everything is there. We've got now next week we are starting jazz classes for adults.
Oh, lovely
Yeah.
stuff.
So we're growing nicely.
Exciting. And then your side, can you just share if people want to hook up with you to learn some of that jabs vibes, you know?
Jabs.
Gesels en Gigo die social media. How can they get into contact with you?
So Kramp is fairly new, so there's no Kramp school yet.
Okay.
But I teach at studios, private
Okay.
classes, so you could either check me out on Facebook or just email me,
Email.
WhatsApp me, you know. So I'll teach on the street, community, wherever you need
Just
me
say
to be.
open a game shop.
You know?
Any game shop. And I thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then just the last time about the event happening, can you just give the details again? Freshly Squeezed. When is it happening? How can the people get into contact if they want to watch it, if they want to get on board and sponsor you guys? How do they do that?
Okay, Freshly Squeezed happening the 1st and 2nd of September.
Awesome.
Check the Facebook page, check all our private pages. We will be sending out information. Check the radio stations, check TV shows,
Awesome.
check newspapers. You will see it. You will see it. For now, that's all I can say.
And I thank you. Then last question, any advice to the young people watching? I'll start with you, Leila.
It sounds very cliche, but try not to take everything you hear to heart. Like, believe what you believe first and foremost. Don't let anyone else's opinion overshadow your own opinion of what you want and what you want to do.
That's deep, guys. Hey.
Hey.
Any advice from your side?
Well, especially for a dancer, whatever you're doing, do it. Like, you might not be the strongest dancer, but you might be good at events. You might not be good at competition. You might be good on stage, at production. So whatever it is, keep doing it. And
It'll work out for
it
sure.
will work out.
Thank you. Last one from your side, Nashwan.
Stop comparing yourself to everybody else.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's it. There you have it, people. Freshly squeezed, happening the 1st and the 2nd of September. I'm super excited. Ek moet daar wees. Het gaat lekker. Wees fun times. I'm really excited because of the idea that you guys have of using people that's underrated, man. And I think we need that, and also to give them hope also as well. Because there's more people in this world that I also always felt that I don't fit in, but I stand out. So, so for those people, because they stand out at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? So thank you so much for being the change that you guys want to see, and appreciate you guys' time here on A Walk with Mel. There you have it, people. It's Mel, your pal, and Freshly Squeezed signing out. Hey.